One Funnel Away Challenge, day 27. Thank you so much for visiting today and having a look at this. Well, today is all about traffic and more specifically about earned traffic, well, free traffic, what we like to call organic traffic, free traffic, whatever. It's called earned traffic, and this is Russell went into what he gave an example of how he would get this free traffic, and then if you stick to the end, I'll give you my free three tips of how to get free traffic, because this is one type of traffic that that I'm quite familiar with. Takes a lot of time, but it's worth it, and I'll give you 3 places where you can get free traffic guaranteed. Good traffic, not nonsense, crappy traffic. So anyway, but coming back to the One Funnel Away Challenge, Russell was saying that getting earned traffic is a lot like what Hollywood does. They bring out a new movie, and then all the actors go on this circuit. They go on the Tonight Show, they go on Jimmy Kimmel's show, they go on Jimmy Fallon's show, and they talk, and they're like, oh yeah, this movie's awesome, it's the best movie ever, you should watch it. And all the actors go on these what do you call it? I forgot the word now. It'll come to me. But anyway, they go on these things, they talk on all these talk shows and whatever on TV, and they send people back to the movie theater. So that is basically exactly what you do to get earned traffic. Is you go to your Dream 100 potential, your Dream 100 that we did yesterday, like the people you really want to get in front of, or the people who has the fans already that would be right for your offer, and you get in there. If it's a blog, you see if you cannot write a guest blog. If it's a podcast, you try to get on a podcast. Start with a small podcast and work your way up. The more, do a few smaller ones, and just to get into the groove and to get your hooks right, and so you can see what works, and then you move on to the more popular ones. And for that, it's just like subscribe to the podcast, listen to it, and then after you listen to a few, figure out what the style is, what the vibe is, and then pitch the owner basically and say, listen to this episode, it's really cool. This is what I can bring to the table. And this is very important what Russell said. It's always think what's in it for them. They really don't care that you have a product that you think is the best thing since sliced bread. All they want to know is what's in it for them. Why should they give you a platform to speak on? And then it has to make sense to them firstly, not to you. So figure out what's in it for them always before you pitch anyone for a blog, for a podcast, for a Pinterest board, a Facebook Live, whatever. Always like, what's in it for them? You have to make it worth their while. It's the only way you're going to get on there. And then, to go off in a little different segue is that I've heard that a lot of podcasts, the bigger podcasts, like funnily enough, Russell mentioned what's his name, Entrepreneur on Fire podcast. I think it's John Lee Dumas or something is his name. Anyway, he's like charging people now to come onto his podcast. So you don't have to. Some podcasts you don't have to earn it anymore. You can just pay and get on it, which personally I think is silly, because then it just becomes one big infomercial. I mean, if you know someone's paid to be on that podcast, so you're gonna believe. Of course, the podcast interviewer or the podcast owner is gonna say, this is the most awesome thing in the world. You should go out and get it, because the guy paid to be there. It's silly. I hope they stop that, and not the bigger podcasts don't do that. If you have a really big podcast, you don't need to charge people for money. You make enough money as it is. Don't be greedy, guys. Anyway, so that is what Russell said. The thing is, like I promote what do you call it, affiliate offers. So there's no point for me in calling Joe Rogan and saying, hey buddy, I would really like to tell you a bit more about Clickfunnels, this program I'm promoting. I know that's ridiculous, but anyway, it's just to make the point. Very few podcasts are gonna, even the small ones, what you'll have to figure out, if you want to do that, you'll have to figure out another way to bring value to them. Because telling them you want to go on there to tell them about your affiliate offer there's nothing in it for them. And you have to say, what's in it for them? Nothing. So they're not going to do it. So I said I'll tell you 3 ways how you can do this. You can do it for anything, but it works well for affiliate offers. So the first thing is Korra. Answering stuff on Korra, very cool way to get traffic. You get actual traffic, it's good traffic, and if you write something really good and it gets traction, you can get a lot of traffic. I'm talking about like hundreds of thousands of views. Let me just see if I can figure this slide out. Wow. Yeah, so you can get a lot of views on Korra, but you have to put a bit of work in there. Don't leave like a short little answer. Research it, write it nicely, pictures, a lot of paragraphs, short sentences, and yeah. So look for a question that has like loads of answers on it, and then or questions that have a lot of followers. If there's like 5,000 followers, 1,000 followers, answer those questions, and yeah, and then you just put a link to your website. Just make sure the link you put in your answer and the link you have in your profile is the same. Korra is very, very strict on links and spam and whatever, as they should be. So anyway, that's the one thing you can do, Korra. The other thing you can do is go on Facebook, go in Facebook groups and just answer questions people have. Like say for instance in the Clickfunnels thing, someone asks something about Clickfunnels, give an answer, give a good answer, a long answer, and then it helps if you comment as your group. You can do that on Facebook now. You can comment as yourself or as your page. So comment as your page, like my page is called Affiliate HQ. So every time I answer a question, it's like I have a link to my funnel in every answer without putting a link there. So Facebook's never going to get pissed off. No group owner is going to get annoyed, but every time I answer it, it's like right there. It's like highlighted, Affiliate HQ. So if you put a really good question, people are going to be like, oh, what's this Affiliate HQ about? Boop, click on it, and the first thing I have on my page is like a link for someone to go into my funnel. So that works very well. You can just sit, if you want a lot of free traffic and you don't have money, just sit on Facebook all day and answer people's questions and let it lead back to a page where they can get into your funnel. That works really well. And then the third thing, what was the third thing? Pinterest. Yeah, Pinterest now, they even have a thing where you can go to the boards and there'll be like a button say, ask to join this board. And if you can get on big Pinterest boards with lots of followers, you can get a load of traffic. I've literally got hundreds of thousands of views of Pinterest, of group boards. No joke, you can get so much traffic from Pinterest if you can just get on the right boards. This is saying you can see who the board owner, find out who's the board owner. If it's difficult to get on, send them a message, ask them nicely, offer them something, what's in it for them. You're going to create amazing content for their board and you won't spam. Just talk to them. After all, they're normal people. They just have a big Pinterest board. It's not like they're some celebrity or something. So just talk to them like regular people. Say, listen, I would love to contribute on your board, and I will do X amount of pins a week. I'll design it. It'll be very nice looking pins, very helpful for your board members, and please put me on as a contributor. And on their side, it's just like they click a button and it's done. So yeah, there you go. So if you want free traffic to anything, you write a Korra answer, one Korra answer a day. You ask try to get on a few boards, and on a few Pinterest boards. You just put in there board. Go on Pingroupie. There's a website, pingroupie.com, and then you can search for the boards that's in your niche. It'll tell you this is the board, and then you go to the board and you ask the guy, can I come on? So do that for a few boards, and and then what you also can do is you can join Tailwind. It's like the Tailwind app, and then you can just add your pins on there, and they will automatically pin on these boards for you every day. I had at one stage. This was before, not with Tailwind. It was a thing called Board Booster. I had about 900 pins a month that was pinned to 30 different boards. So they spread it so you don't pin these different pins every day on a different board. But 900 pins a month, that's like 900 of your links going out there automatically. You don't have to touch it ever. Once it's set up, you go pin, and every day it's just like pins, and it builds up and up and up and up, especially in Pinterest. And in Pinterest, it's not like Facebook and Twitter where like your things move down and then it's out of the way. If someone repins a pin or they save a pin, then it goes back to the top. Or they put it from one board to another board, it goes back to the top. You can get traffic for years out of an old pin or the same pin. Really awesome. So yeah, you want free traffic? In my opinion, concentrate on those three. Facebook, answer questions. Pinterest, get on group boards. Korra, write a Korra answer. If you do that, you should be well on your way. Lot of work, but if you don't have money to buy the traffic, what are you gonna do? You'll have to work a bit. Okay, that's it for today. In the description, we have all those cool stuff. We have that 14-day free trial to Clickfunnels. Go do that. You can join the One Funnel Away challenge. You can get Russell's books, .com secrets, and expert secrets down there. And then also check out the Partner with Anthony program. And if you want to see something similar to the Partner with Anthony program, you can look at the 4% group. I would say go with the Partner with Anthony program. Even though it's a lot cheaper, it's a lot better in my opinion. Okay, until tomorrow, we're almost done. Tomorrow's day 27. See you, bye!